Have you ever met someone who smiled with their mouth but lied with their eyes? Someone who said all the right words, but something deep inside you screamed, they're hiding something. You weren't imagining things. You were reading them. Poorly, perhaps, but reading them nonetheless. Niccolò Machiavelli, often misunderstood as a ruthless schemer, was in fact a master observer of human behavior. He didn't write about deception because he loved it. He wrote about it because it's everywhere. And if you don't learn how to read people quickly, you will be used, betrayed, and discarded. In this video, we explore 14 brutal but brilliant psychological tactics inspired by Machiavelli's teachings. These tactics will train you to read anyone, friend, enemy, lover, or stranger with ruthless clarity. No guessing, no confusion, just raw perception. Let's begin. 1. The eyes reveal intentions. Machiavelli observed that a ruler must judge others not by their words, but by their actions and their eyes. Why? Because the eyes betray the soul before the mouth can lie. When you look someone in the eye during a conversation, you're not just reading their gaze, you're watching their intention. People who look away during critical parts of a discussion often fear exposure. People who stare too long without blinking may be trying to intimidate. Rapid eye movement, a sign of someone constructing a lie. Machiavelli would say, study the eyes first. You'll know whether the words are worth listening to. 2. The language of silence. Not what they say, what they don't say. That's where the truth hides. The hypocrite will volunteer too much or stay mysteriously quiet at the wrong time. Silence is never neutral. It's either a form of control or a signal of submission. Machiavelli understood this in core politics. A man who avoids questions is more dangerous than one who answers them poorly. Why? Because silence gives him power. It lets others project their assumptions onto him. To read someone, observe their silences. Know what questions they avoid, and what truths they choose not to defend. 3. Micro-expressions and momentary truth. A smirk, a twitch, a flash of fear. These are the moments where people tell you the truth involuntarily. Machiavelli would never rely on words alone. He would observe the split-second reactions that escape even the best liars. Their facial muscles betray their real emotion before they can control it. Learn to freeze the frame in your mind. Replay it. That half-second flinch. That was truth slipping out before their brain could mask it. 4. Consistency versus contradiction. People lie, but patterns don't. When someone contradicts themselves, even subtly, they're leaving a crack in their mask. Machiavelli understood that contradiction is a sign of hidden motives. A man who says he values loyalty but gossips. A hypocrite. A woman who claims honesty but constantly changes her story. A manipulator. You read people not by their best moments, but by their inconsistencies. Track what they say over time. Align it with what they do. The truth is always consistent. Lies always crumble under repetition. 5. The words they choose. Language is a sword. Some people use it to wound, others to confuse. Pay attention not just to what people say, but how they say it. Do they use vague words when clarity is needed? Do they sound overly rehearsed when speaking about something personal? Do they repeat a phrase often, as if trying to make you believe it? Machiavelli believed rhetoric was power. The deceiver wraps lies in beautiful language. But the wise reader knows, when the words sound too perfect, the message may be poisoned. 6. The pattern of reaction. Push, observe, withdraw, repeat. That's how you read someone deeply. Machiavelli would study how people react under pressure. He'd give them small provocations just to see what buttons get pressed. Because people may hide their thoughts, but they can't hide their reactions. When someone is exposed to confrontation, injustice, praise, or guilt, how they react tells you everything. The insecure defend aggressively. The manipulative pretend to surrender. The honest pause, reflect, and respond with clarity. 7. Body language under pressure. In normal settings, Everyone wears a mask, but under stress, that's when true body language emerges. Watch the posture. Are they leaning away or forward? Are their arms folded protectively or open confidently? Do they fidget or freeze when asked hard questions? Machiavelli believed that appearances matter, but pressure breaks false appearances. That's when the real posture, their internal truth, leaks out. 8. Projection. What they accuse they are. One of Machiavelli's most useful insights is this. People reveal themselves through accusation. The liar accuses others of deception. The cheater is obsessed with infidelity. The manipulator claims to be manipulated. Projection is a form of confession. People can't hide what they're afraid others will discover, so they accuse you first, hoping to redirect suspicion. If someone constantly labels others negatively, watch them closely. They're describing themselves. 9. Watch the compliment that bites. Insincere compliments are warnings. They often hide passive aggression. When someone praises you but adds a sting, they are revealing envy or resentment. Machiavelli would say, a man who envies your power will either challenge it or mock it. A woman who envies your beauty may pretend to admire it while planting a seed of self-doubt. To read such people, filter their praise for hidden motives. When flattery feels forced, it's usually manipulation. 10. Their weakness is in their defense. When someone defends something too passionately, too frequently, or too randomly, it's often not because they believe it, but because they're trying to protect a hidden truth. Machiavelli taught us to spot the overcompensation. If a man constantly insists on his honesty, he may be a liar. If someone repeatedly boasts of loyalty, they may fear being caught in betrayal. People don't protect what is stable. They defend what is fragile. That's what you read. 11. The mirror test. Imitation or rejection. If you mirror someone subtly, how do they respond? Do they mirror you back or resist? Machiavelli might say, the honest adapt, the manipulators react. If someone imitates your posture, tone, or pace, they're either trying to connect or to influence you. But if they suddenly shift or exaggerate it, they may be trying to dominate. Use the mirror test to detect comfort levels and power play. People who are honest mirror unconsciously. People who are calculating use it to gain control. 12. Control the question. Control the truth. The manipulative always want to ask the questions, not answer them. Why? Because they know the one who frames the question controls the narrative. To read someone, observe how they behave when they lose this power. When you ask them something unexpected, do they shut down, get angry, laugh it off? Machiavelli valued indirect truth. Ask questions that force the person to reveal themselves through reaction, not content. That's when you'll see who they really are. 13. Track their alliances. Machiavelli taught that a man's true nature is revealed not in what he says, but in whom he surrounds himself with. Show me someone's friends, and I'll show you their values. Look at the patterns of who someone protects, who they gossip about, who they align with when there's a fight. These invisible alliances expose intentions. A person may lie with words, but they always choose their side with action. 14. What they hide, not what they say. Finally, the greatest Machiavellian tactic of all, read what people hide. Don't just analyze their words. Analyze what's missing. What do they never mention? What topics make them nervous? What accomplishments do they downplay? What fears do they disguise with humor? To read someone deeply, look for the shadows. Because in the darkness, the truth always whispers. Reading people is not a trick. It's survival. It's not manipulation. It's protection. Machiavelli knew that in a world of masks, your greatest power is not how well you speak, but how well you observe. Master these 14 tactics, and you'll never walk blindly into betrayal again. You'll see through charm. You'll expose lies. You'll hear what others don't dare speak. And in that clarity is power. Power isn't always about domination. It's about information. If you can read people, you can control situations. And if you can control situations, you can change your life. If this video gave you clarity, strength, or insight, don't keep it to yourself. Like the video, comment below your experience, and subscribe for more deep dives into Machiavellian tactics, dark psychology, and human behavior. Because the more you understand the game, the less likely you are to be played.